Aloha, siblings, and welcome to another Minetest Monday. I think most of you, if you've been following the series, you know what to expect. As usual, I'm going to wander around and babble about nonsense and maybe explore some caves and talk about stuff I might do inside the caves. I've kind of been thinking about that on my own, but, anyway, so, I don't know, it's maybe some cave wandering, certainly some kind of wandering, probably some flying around and that sort of thing. I will go back to the structure I started building, and I will add to that. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm just going to wing it and see what develops as I build it. So, it's going to be on the fly sort of decision making. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it as far as what the plan is. So hopefully you'll stick around and check it out. Oh, before I continue on to the, my YouTuber obligatory stuff, this is being recorded on July 21st for release on July 21st. But hang on, let me double check my calendar, make sure I'm remembering the numbers correctly. However, and as many of you know, Minetest Monday is every other Monday. But next month, August, so there will be a regularly scheduled Minetest Monday on the 4th of August, and also on the 18th of August, right? So that's, 2 weeks apart. However, for many of you, this will be a thing you've been waiting for. On August 11th of 2025, I will be doing the very first Minetest Monday live, right? It will be on August 11th at 4 p.m. My time, California time. So there you go, gang. Look forward to that. And okay, that makes me kind of, I guess, fold nicely into what should be for, the fact that I'm doing YouTube. So, of course, if you enjoy this video, please click the like button. If you enjoy it sufficiently, consider clicking the subscribe button along with the notification bell. I also have some links in the description for my other two channels. Three Monks in a Tub is my music channel. WC Postman is my vlog channel. They are sort of fallow at the moment. I'm not doing much with them there. I shouldn't say fallow, that's probably not the best description. They're inert. I guess that's it. They're just sitting there. I'm not doing any, there's no activity. So, and I will get back to posting over there eventually. But there's stuff over there you can check out. I think there's probably a SoundCloud link. There's also a Patreon. That's the word I was looking for. There's a Patreon link. The Patreon currently just serves as a tip jar. It's $1 a month. If that's too rich for what you think I do, there is a thank you button that YouTube provides where you could do a single, just give me $1 once, right? And that way, and if you don't feel like giving me money, don't worry about it. You don't have to give me money. Just the liking, subscribing. The other things that I really like is comments. Negative comments, fine, I'll just ignore them. But, positive comments, maybe some hints and tips or, that kind of thing is fine. Comment on other people's comments, all that kind of stuff. La 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 la. And I think that's about it. Oh, I also do a live stream that does nothing to do with Minetest, really. It's just my regular live stream, which I do every Saturday night at 8 p.m., again, California time. It typically goes till 10:20. I just I chat with people, just sort of, hang out. It's turned into a pretty good social sort of thing for a Saturday evening at 8. And I do some triggers, brushing of microphones and clicky stuff and crinkly stuff and that sort of thing, tapping and whatnot. And I also do some gameplay, typically Octortle or Sokoban, that kind of thing. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So live stream every Saturday night. Look forward to Minetest Monday live on August 11th. And otherwise, let me do, I guess we'll just do, but without further ado, let's go to the game. And here we go. And I think I still look, size-wise, I'm okay, and I'm not covering up too many things over there. So let's go see how all the sounds are. I think I've got everything balanced reasonably well. And you'll be able to get, keyboard sounds and, yeah, it's fairly quiet, I think, but I think it's sufficient that you can kind of have some clicky clicks in the background. There we go. Yeah, so let's just, dude, let's just play the game, man. All right, so here we go. Boink. Now, here we are. I'm always amused by how long it takes it to do stuff, right? To do the rendering. Oh, what is that? Oh, there's a butterfly, I guess, yeah? Wow, okay. What's over here? Oh, is that a bed? I think I laid a bed down over here, didn't I? You know, I'll just leave it there. Because, yeah, sometimes I get impatient with nighttime, but other times I'm fine wandering around at night. So what first? I will add to the building a little bit later. But, well, you know, here, let's just go check it out, I guess. Let's walk over there. And, okay, a couple of things, because these always come up in the questions. Yes, I know I can hold buttons down to move around. However, keyboard clicking is a good ASMR sound. I realize that I have a membrane keyboard at this point, and it's not the best keyboard sounds, but nonetheless. And there's also some, actually, I don't know if you'll be able to, oh, there you go. Hopefully the mouse click is coming through as well. One of these days I'll get really good at getting all these sounds the way I want them. La 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 la. And, okay. Okay, a couple of other things. I don't play Minecraft because I dislike Microsoft. And if you need a reason for that, then chalk it up to I think their product is not of the highest quality, mostly because it crashes a lot, and they seem to just hijack your machine whenever they want for updates and whatnot. So there's a lot of things like that that just annoy me, so I don't like Microsoft. And even more importantly, I think they are guilty of a lot of predatory business practices, which is, you know, true about a lot of big companies. But for example, I currently use Pop OS, which is developed. It's an Ubuntu variation of Linux, and System 76, excuse me, is the company that developed it, and that's who I bought my computer from, and they installed their OS, and I chose them because they're a small company that's run by humans I can talk to. And they've been very helpful. I mean, I haven't really had any problems with this machine. I mean, I had a little bit of a problem when it first got here, delivery-wise, but that was just because it got a little jostled in the trip, but it was taken care of almost. They just, you know, advised me on what to do and blah, 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 so it was done. A card came loose is all. And so it was not that big a deal to deal with. But they were fast. They walked me through it. Shoop, 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 done, dusted. Since then, the machine's been absolutely fine. The OS hasn't yet to crash. Now, software has crashed on this thing, but not the OS itself. And they've also been really good. I'm doing this commercial for System 76. I mean, not really. You know, I don't want YouTube to get the wrong idea. They're not paying me or anything like that. I just like the product. And I'm just explaining to you why I like the product, right? So it's not necessarily an endorsement. You know, I mean, I suppose it is in my sense of like, ooh, I like it. But, you know, feel free to buy whatever you want to buy, you know. But anyway, another reason I like using System 76 is that they've been really supportive in, like, for example, when I upgraded my audio interface. And I had issues with trying to get certain things with the Focusrite thing to work because Focusrite doesn't support Linux, you know, so it took some tinkering to have a couple of things happen. I don't even remember what the issues were now, but they were fantastic. They helped me out, even though it's not their job to help me work out what's wrong with Focusrite, you know what I mean? And I suppose it wasn't what was wrong, it was just, anyway, it doesn't matter. They helped me out, and I like having humans helping humans. And I mean, I'm sure you've all encountered this. You know, try to get a hold of somebody to get you help in some kind of, or maybe it's just to answer a question at some big company, and there's really no means of actually getting a human. And most of the time, the little AI chatbot is, I mean, for superficial, simple things, it seems to be fine, but anything more intricate than that, and I find it to be almost useless across the board. In any case, let's stop bitching about high tech, Bill. What are some of the other things that people ask about? I'm sure it'll come up. Those are the big ones. Why don't I just hold the buttons down, etc. Anyway, okay, so that's enough mammering about that. Let's get into the actual what I'm doing here. Anyway, this is the thing I started building, right? It's just basically an outline now. Here, let's do flying. And I can get a look of what I've got here. Right, I have a gap over here. I think I'm gonna put some kind of a gate. I think this area over here with the cave here, I'm not sure if I want this to be interior with a cave. That might be interesting. Or have it be a feature of the backyard kind of thing, you know? And have this be a back gate maybe? I don't know, I'm not sure. The lamps are just here because sometimes I do like doing stuff at night and that helps me see, of course. There's a bed when I get impatient. Over here's where I've actually started putting some stuff in. Actually, let's drop. I'll walk over there. Come on. And I hope that the game volume isn't too loud. It seems like a good volume to me. It seems to me like when I'm doing the tests, because I always like to have to check levels and all that kind of thing, because I sometimes will leave levels on my preamps on the audio interface at more or less the same level, but sometimes I change them because I'm doing something else other than, stuff for this channel. And then it's like, okay, I got to go back and make sure everything is, relatively at a good volume and all of that. Okay, so I think this is, what is this? I'm going to go to the inventory real quick. I don't remember what this stuff is. It's silver sandstone. That's what it is. Okay. Let's get out of that. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. This is the main entryway. And there's grass. So I did this on purpose. I wanted there to be grass when you walked in, right? Now I don't know. I think I might I don't know what I'm going to put here, if anything. I think I might just leave that open. And just have it be kind of an open air sort of thing when you first come into the place, right? Oh, here comes nighttime. And that moon thing looks really cool. I'm really fascinated, by the whole, how everything kind of comes out with the fact that this is all blocks, you know what I mean? It's, it just trips me out and I find it pretty appealing. So I'm thinking, right, so this will be a big sort of, when you first come into the place. And I think I want to have like an area that'll be just sort of like a big room when you first walk into the place. And then I think I will have this lead into other rooms, like maybe via a hallway or something. And then you get to like a dining hall and a kitchen. And yeah, I think I'm going to make this a residential space. I think that's what I'm going to do. And it'll just be like, something somewhere between a castle and a manor, Although I suppose I could just make it look something like a straight up castle, right, with all the blocks and the like. I'll worry about actually finalizing the aesthetic later. Let's just get the basics of the structure first, I guess. I'm going to do, I want to do some wandering. And do we want to do nighttime wandering? Yeah, why not? Let's do a little nighttime wandering. Let's go visit the stuff that I've already built. Sorry for those of you who've already seen it if you're finding it boring, but I do seem to still get new viewers from the Minetest stuff, so if you're new, I hope you're enjoying it. Actually I'm getting impatient. I'm going to fly now. Okay. Let's go over there. Okay. And these were a couple of early structures I built. More or less just to kind of fiddle around with the doing of it. Well, like that's just obviously a lamp so I can see around at night. This I did because I just wanted to see what happened with a glass building with a lamp inside of it. I thought it looks pretty cool. This one is just, I don't know, a basic sort of weird, simple structure. There's nothing really in here but a stairway to get to the top, really, right? Is that what I put in here? I'm pretty sure I put a stairway to get to the top. So let's go in here for a quick sec. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah, nice lamp. I like the way they just sort of float like that. I also like the way I did this with the, you know, kind of that weird, somewhat floaty step sort of, you know, kind of idea. I don't know, I might tinker with this. I don't know whether I'll keep using it as a... I like how the footstep sound has a little bit of a grit to it, doesn't it? I like it. Again, please let me know if if you're okay with the balance of things. I think I'm okay with the way things are now, but yeah. I'm still, trying to... I still feel like there's quite a bit of a learning curve happening, Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go... Where's the bed? Where was the closest bed? There wasn't a bed downstairs here, was there? No. Alright. Do we want to fly? Yeah, let's fly. And I think there's the bed over there. I think there's one inside the structure here that I can use. Of course, by the time I get there, it might be daylight already anyway. Alright. Here we go, it is over here. Alright, now we'll go ahead. We're over here now. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's go down. And I right click, is that what I do? Yeah. There we go, it's daytime. What do you know? And it's morning too. What happened to the... Oh, I guess I was the height of the bed, so I wasn't really my feet on the ground. Anyway, okay. Now that we have daytime, how long have I been going? Only like not even 20 minutes yet, so yeah, I'll come back and do building later. Let's go do some... Here, you know, let's fly. Oh, I already have flying going, don't I? Oh no, I turned it off, did I? There we go. Alright. A little bit of mist in the air over here. Let's go up a little bit more still. Alright, now let's get over here. Pretty sure I've looked around over here a bit. I don't remember if this is one of the caves I checked out or not. I don't think so. Well, you know, we can go down. Let's go down and check it out. Because if I have lamps in it, then I know. Yep, see, there's lamps in it, so I've been there. All right. Let's go up a little bit. See, I like this because it's like it's changing biomes, man, you know? Let's go up a little bit more. So I guess this is what, some kind of grassland meadow sort of thing. Whereas this is more like, it looks like kind of savanna, dry grasses, you know. I think I asked, I can't remember if somebody told me that there is something seasonal, but I think what they said, it wasn't so much that it was seasonal, but that it was, in fact, different biomes. And I think they listed them, and I just don't remember. But so I'm still, even though I've been playing this for a little bit of time, I am, as far as conceptual understanding and whatever of the game, I'm still more or less a newbie. Which is fine. I like the silly, childlike playfulness of the game. You know, I'm getting to be, well, I am leaving middle age into being a senior citizen soon. I'm turning 60 this August. So yeah, next month. And I don't know. I think it's worthwhile to kind of hang on to some childlike qualities for the sake of enjoying activities like this, yeah. I really like the way they do these, you know? The geography of it I find really interesting and nice. I mean, some of it's just straight up screwy, right? Like floating stuff I really like. I'm going to go over here. Let's go over here and see what it's like on the top up here. Maybe it's worth putting kind of a thing up here, maybe. Let's get over here and just sort of stand there and look and see what we can see. It might be kind of cool just to make like an observation tower or something like that here, Like, why not? Do I want to get distracted by a little project like that right now or not? I don't know. Let's go down. Okay. Oh, that makes me fly, doesn't it, instead of jumping? Right, there we go. Oh, nice. All the gravelly stuff. Man, I like the different surfaces, and when you walk on them, the change in sounds, I really enjoy. I did get a couple of comments from people who don't really dig the sound effects or my tongue clicking and the like, and sorry about that. It's just, I like the sound effects. I think they're good for ASMR. So I'm going to use them. And it is my habit to sort of click, and the truth is, when I do that type noises, that is, I think, for me, it is a good ASMR sort of thing. Because I like when other ASMR artists do it. But it really is, I just do it absent-mindedly. It's like, I used to kind of try to keep myself from doing it until a while back. I just asked people, what do you think about my little whistly noises and all that? And they said, well, it sounds like it's just sort of authentically happening and not contrived, so it seemed to be conducive to ASMR for most people, so. Oops, I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Nope. Is it going away? I hate that. Anyway, no sneeze. So I guess I don't necessarily have to edit that out. I like it when I can just kind of not worry about editing. I mean, I almost always have to edit something out because I'll cough or somebody will make noise upstairs or... Anyway, let's quit your bitchin', Bill. Just play the game, man. God, I really like this whole scene. Let's get over here for a little bit more. And then I am going to go back and put some kind of tower over there. Just because it appeals to me to do it. Zowie, man. This is so cool. Now let's run for a bit. I really like that sound too, but you miss out on the key presses. But, oh, a cliff. Oh, man. Look at that. Have I been here before? I don't think so. This seems new to me. Holy mackerel. This game just does not, it keeps surprising me, It's such a nice little, here's a piece of advice from a guy who's 60 years old, because I've had people say, do you have any advice for younger people? It's like, don't let your life and whatever happens into it rob you of joy. Like I'm finding joy in this little game, and it's just a basic thing to do, and it's like, let yourself have that. It doesn't matter what it is, and if anybody else is going to, give you grief for it or make fun of you, as long as you're not harming anybody else, and it gives you joy, just, have it. Let it be part of your life. There was a point in time in my adulthood where I was like, certain things like this, I was like, oh, that's silly stuff that just kids do, kind of. You get these weird, screwed up ideas that you adopt. At least for me, I've got adopted because it's like, it seems like that's what you're supposed to do, kind of nonsense. And it's like, it's very rarely that the you're supposed to do thing is truly valuable or even what should be. specifically like if you're doing, say, a task or a job where it's understood that there's a best practice or something like that. But, you know, like the food you eat or music you listen to, or whether you like to dance or jog or any of that, or wear silly clothes or dye your hair purple, or, you know, get piercings and tattoos. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of, you know, piercings and tattoos. You know, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me. I mean, pierced ears and noses and belly buttons don't bother me that much, but when people start piercing their eyebrows and things, like, go ahead, do it. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you to stop. I just don't find it attractive. Most of the time, I don't find it repulsive. Occasionally, I do, but it's usually because there's some combination of tattoo and piercing and stuff, and it just seems too, I don't know, too much something. I don't know what it is. But by all means, man, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do with their lives, you know. Alright, yeah. Okay, I was going to go back to that plateau, and that was it up here? You know, I'm going to fly. Let's just start flying, and then where was that place? Because it was over here, isn't it? Yeah, it's this place because it was kind of the border of the two biomes, I think, yeah. Am I remembering this right? I hope so. Well, I guess it doesn't matter as long as I can kind of find my way back. I mean, I feel like I've gotten lost a couple of times, so let's turn off flying for a minute. Now, what do we see from here? Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's just come over here. So let's do this. I want to put some, okay, keep going here. Let's just start putting some slabs somewhere, right? Yeah, let's put it here, right? So, oops, so I can have a little floor area, and then I'll put some bricks around it to make walls. And how big do I want this thing to be? Okay, because I'm thinking what I want to do. Let's just do another set here. Let's do what I'm kind of thinking of. Okay, what I'm kind of thinking of is maybe trying to make it be sort of a spirally staircase up on the inside of it. You know what I mean? So here, where would I want the opening to be? I guess let's just arbitrarily choose that the opening is that one. So let me put a stair there. Now, yeah, okay. Now, so I guess what I need to do now is put a block here, right, to put the stair on top. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's too high. Oh, that's right. It's because of the, okay, what I need to do then is this. Okay, let's get rid of that. I think what I need to do, let's break you down. There we go. Oops. I'll go fill that in a minute. So I think what I'm going to do is take that out. There we go. And then now I'll put a step in there. I think this will line up the way I want it to. Let's see, I need to... Okay, I think let's put it that way. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want right there. Okay. And then I think... Alright, wait, that goes up like that. I think I also want to take this out. And I think I want to put a block there. Let's go all the way over to the block. Yeah, there we go. And then I should put a block here too, I think. Oops, I went too far. There we go. Let me put another block here. There we go. There we go. So now I think what I want to do is go over here. And that guy's there, so now I think I put another step there. Where's the step? There it is. Oops, back one. And, oops, nope, wrong direction. Alright, let's go this way. There we go. Let's put a step here. There we go. And then now, right. I don't know why it's so weird for me to figure this stuff out. Sometimes I feel, well, I have admitted at times I'm not always the best at the spatial reasoning kind of thing, you know what I mean? Now I think, how tight do I want to make that? Step, step, step. I think I will leave that, and then I'll do, okay. Oops. Now let me switch to this. Oh, you know what? I should have just left one there, shouldn't I have? Oops. Why does it do that? Oh, I know why. Because I need, right, all the way around this, where I'm putting the steps, I have to not have these extra ones. I shouldn't have done those, should I? That should all be blocks, because it's always, I forget that these things you have to put. Right, okay. If I'm remembering how this should work now, I can do it this way then. Right. Now let's do this, and then this, right? And that'll go there, alright. This. And so there'll be a step here. Then I'll want a block. Alright, so let's go up the steps, I guess. Alright. Alright, so now let me move over to the steps here. And let's put a step there. Come on. Why want to put a step there? Is it because I'm in the wrong spot or something? Oops. Here, let me do this. Let's put flying back on. Here. Now let's go this way a little bit. Now let's try that. There we go. So now let's fly over this way a little bit. And then now I'm going to put, okay. How big do I want this to be? There's a thing. Oops. There's dogs running around upstairs. I hope that's not too invasive sound-wise for you guys. Now do I want, let me put this back here. Alright, and now, do I want this to be that skinny? No, I want it to go this way. I wanted to put it on the outside of that, didn't I? Because these are all those, yeah, I don't know why I want that little fucking, excuse my language, I'm trying to not swear so much in this just because I always click that the things I make are not for kids, but I also understand that a game thing there might be a certain number of kids, and I don't know. I'm fine with kids swearing, but I know some parents aren't, so I don't know. Maybe maybe I shouldn't even bother worrying about it, but okay, so let me get over here now. Just look at what I'm doing here. Alright, yeah, let's do that, and we'll do that. Alright, so then there'll be, see, that'll be just I'll want another one on top of that, won't I? Okay. And, right, and doink, doink, doink. Oops, I need to go up. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, I'll put a step there. Right, and then there'll be another sort of landing, turning area here. Right, and let's go this way. How tall do I want this thing to get? You know, I think I want it to go all the way around at least once. So however tall that gets, let's just do that, and then, yeah, because I don't want to have to make another round, you know, or do I want to? That would be weird, wouldn't it? To make a whole other wall that goes around it with more, I don't know, let's just get to where this is and we'll see. Alright, and then let's do this, stack this up. And then that'll be, oops, let's go up a bit there. Right, so now I'll go this way. And I could put another step there, right? Oops. Nope, 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 nope. landing. My chaotic flying. Alright, yeah. I am going to put a wall around this, I think. Alright. Do I want to do that? That's a lot of blocks. Yeah, that's okay to just build it. Alright, so we're going to put blocks. You're going to get blocks there. There. Let's go this way a little bit. Blocks. Wait a minute. Let me get over here. I'm losing my perspective on what I'm doing here. Alright. Need a block there. Block there. Block there. Block there. Block there. Block there. There. Let's see, how tall am I going to want to get it? At least some more than that. And let me just do this like this. Now I'll put some here. Let's go this way a little bit. And oh no, I'm going to crush those flowers. Oh no. Oh, some of you may have watched or encountered me on the live stream, and I've taken up gardening. Mostly just because our front yard kind of fell into sort of disarray and looked pretty crappy, and it bothered me. When I was younger, it didn't bother me, but I don't know. It started bugging me, so I decided, you know, I don't want our front yard to look so crappy. So I planted some, well, my sister had a bunch of succulent plants that she had in pots that were just sort of around. Some of them were in the backyard and whatever. Anyway, so I said, hey, can I plant these in that little bit part between the walkway and the house and the front yard? And she said, yeah. Anyway, so I planted those, and then I acquired some simple kind of a white California yarrow, and I got some coyote mint, which makes these purple flowers, and it's an actual mint that you can, you know, make tea out of and all of that. What else did I plant? I planted some sticky monkey flower, I think is what it's called. Alright, now let me get over here now. This is yeah, this is still part of the stairway, so I still need a wall out here. Oh, let's see what else. I also got a fuchsia. Okay, so the yarrow is white flowers, and the coyote mint is purple flowers. Oops, not there. Right, because I have to have my entrance. So let me back up a sec here. Actually, let me go down and look at what I'm doing from down here. So if I come... Oh, I'm flying, aren't I? Want to go up there, or is that too tall? I guess that is too tall, so let's take this out. And okay, so right, there's the outer wall. This is the thing here, so let me go back down there. So I can just sort of walk into there. And let me get rid of that. Oh, here to me. I'm going to do this. Let me go to inventory, I guess, is really what I want to do. Let me just trash that. Let me move that there, move that there. I don't know why, but I like having that empty, the bit that's empty be my hand for whatever it is, right? Here we go. And, oops, go there. Right there we are. Okay. Now let's go back to inventory. Let me get rid of the grass grass. I don't think I need it. There's an empty spot down there. Let's put it down there. Why not? And let's get back out of inventory, and away we go. All right. So this needs to stay. Right now, this needs to go up to be part of the stairway. And I'm also going to need to have a certain amount up for clearance for me to walk through. Oh, and I forgot which key it is that makes me see myself. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, let's go. Where do I want to go? Let's fly again, I guess. I don't know why I find building a lot of times easier when I'm flying. Stop slouching, Bill. It's not good for your back. Alright, so let's go to the blocks. Here we go. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, 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 doink. Oops, I don't need one there. Alright, alright. Now let's go to there, I guess. Ding, bing, bing, bing. Okay, here. Let's go there. I think, let me get over here now, a little up. Let's go look at this a bit now. Alright, so this goes ding, ding, up. There'll be another landing. Okay, yeah, I need blocks. And these walls are really thick where this, the stairs kind of do their thing, aren't they? Alright, so then now I want a stairway here, but I have to go get myself oriented to the right way. So there's the step. This is my landing. Right, that's the landing. So here I want a step there. Now I want to go and let me put a block there. And then I'll put a step there. Oops, let's put a step there. How am I going to, let me go over here first. One of these days I'll get better at the building of these things. Alright. Now I need to kind of decide, I think, just for this, because I don't think I'm anywhere near 3 blocks high. So I think I'm going to give myself that amount of clearance and we'll see. So that's 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, so there. Oh, no, wrong one, dude. Alright, put the block there, dude. Right? 1, 2, 3, now there. And then there, and then there. Right? And then... Oops, what am I doing? But let's go over here and let's look down here, see how this is going. Right, so... I think... Because I need to have a block to put stuff on, right? So let's put one there. There. Oops. Yeah, I think I will need one there anyway, right? Or maybe not. Let's take this out for a second just so I can see what I'm doing better. Come on. Alright, there we go. Everybody's right, it breaks faster when I just hold the button down, but I still like going the click, click, click with the mouse, And, alright, so I'm going to come up to here. And then I'm going to be going this way. So do I want to go up anymore, or is this enough? Alright, I'm going to go, let's go over here. Let's stop flying for a minute. Let's actually walk in here for a quick so I can see how it seems to actually use the thing. Right? And we're going to go up. Oops, let's lift a little bit. Now I think... Alright, I think this will be it. So that this will be the roof of the thing. Okay, so let me think about how I'm going to do this now. Let's fly over here. Oops, I didn't. I've stopped flying. Man, I'm such a absent-minded guy a lot of times, you know. You know, this is turning into such a project. I don't even know if I'm going to get over to the other structure and do any more building over there, you know. Alright, so yeah, that's going to go there, but I think to follow the same idea from down here, I'm going to make it be... How do I want this to work now? Because I want it to have like a... Well, I don't know, let's just do the blocks. Let's just put blocks places. And let me go up, 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 up. And let me see what it looks like as I'm building it, you know. Because I'm still not 100. I mean, I don't really have a finished product in my imagination. I'm kind of just, you know, man, what's this going to do? I kind of have an idea of, you know, I want it to be a spiral thing, or not necessarily spiral because it's not round, but you get the idea. It's sort of spiral-ish. Let's go a bit here, and go this way a little bit. There we go. And right, because there's the landing. So we're going to go up there. And we're going to keep going like this. There we go. And now there. Let's go over here a bit. Here we are, putting this up here. Go up this way a little bit. And alright, so how much, where do I want that? Okay, so this is where I'm thinking the top level is, right? Oops. Nope. Alright, let's do this here. Come on, there we go. There we are. Now let's get over here for a second. Alright, because I want there to be... Alright, let me come down a bit. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to the ground and let me... There we go. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Man, it took me a whole Minetest day to make this thing. Okay, so now, from that step, 1, 2, so it would have to go up one more, wouldn't it? So I'll leave that open. And I think that should be okay, as far as it following my weird 3-block thing. Now, do I want to put an overhang over the steps, maybe? And do I want to make this covered? You know, I'm going to think about that. Because I'm torn between just leaving it kind of like this, and then maybe putting some kind of roof, but have it, you know, like with pillar type things, and then the roof kind of, I don't know. So I'll just leave it be, because I'm not sure. What I am going to do, though, is let's go down the steps. And here we go. Oh, see, this is in my way, right? Okay. So let's go up. This goes down enough. Alright, there we go. Yep, it's all fine now. As far as clearance. Now what I want to do... Oops, that was it. I want to put that guy right there. Right? Oh, hang on, let me... Do I want it there floating, or do I want it on the ground? I think I want it on the ground, so let's do this. Get rid of it now. Now let's move back to the lamp. Oops. Let's put it there. Oh, it's because of that weird halfway thing, isn't it? Well, you know, if that's the case, I'm going to put it higher up. Let's put it about there. Now let's go that way and let's put it there. Alright, that looks better to me. I just thought it would be cool to have it kind of just down there in the corner, but yeah, see, it's only a half thing, isn't it? And I can't even put a slab to fill it, can I? It's so weird the way that stuff happens, man. Okay, whatever it is, what it is. Yeah, let's just leave that. I was half tempted to take this out and then put, you know, let's see what that looks like. That'll be kind of weird. There, and then now take this off. Now let's put this there. I like that. I'm going to leave it like that. It's kind of a waste because it's half covered, but you know, I like the way it looks. Alright. And I think that's enough to see with once you're in here. Alright, let's leave this one alone. And I'll... Actually, well, you know what? I'm going to go get a bed. Let's do inventory. Where's the bed at? There we go. I don't need a fancy bed. Let's just get a simple bed. Let's put you there for the moment. Come out of inventory. Let's put the bed there. Let's go over to it. Actually, I'm going to get into inventory again. I don't want this anymore right there. Boom, boom, boom. There it goes. And then, anyway, let me do this there. Okay. Now, because what I want to do, I want to try a thing just because I'm not sure why. I want to see if I can leave the binoculars up there for myself. I think I probably can, right? That just makes intuitive sense. So I'm going to go up here. Okay. Now let me go into inventory and grab these binoculars. Doink. Oh, I already had them over there. Never mind. Let's just move them up into the immediately accessible. And let's get out of here. Oh, I can't leave them. Okay, well, that answers my question. And I can use them, right? Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Alright, what am I doing? Let's get out of that. There we go. Now let's do this. There we are. Jeez. Oh, I wanted to be in there. And I wanted to just put this over here, I guess, like that, right? And then now let's get out. Alright. Okay, yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Let's go. Let's fly. And I was... Holy mackerel, I forget where I came from. Which way? I think I came from this way. Is that right? Because I was over the greenish stuff, I think. There's so much mist in the air now, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh no. Well, now I may be spending the rest of the time just flying around looking for where I was. Let me turn around here a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, because I think I was kind of coming at it. Oh, there we go. There's my building. Okay. Oh, now you can see the glass one too. That's cool. So we'll just fly over here and off we go into the wild blue yonder. There we are. And here's my castle slash manor thing. How long have I been here? It's been, the recording time is saying 55 minutes, so I'll go for a bit more. I like these to be at least an hour. It seems like an adequate length for a episode of Minetest. I'll go, I don't know, well, just for a while more. I'll see. I'm not going to give myself a hard time limit. I'll just go until it's like, okay, that's enough. Now, okay, let me think about this. While I'm having a bird's eye view, because I'm kind of thinking, so I think, I don't know what I'll do about how to get in over there as far as a back gate. I'll leave that for, but I think I am going to make that be enclosed, but kind of exterior, so I'm not sure how I'm going to manage that just yet. As far as, do I want walls around it, or I think, okay, I'm thinking I will enclose it, up, and I think he'll come at it from kind of a sideways way. Okay, so let's get over here this way, and then we'll go down, and, alright, so do I want to put a barrier here now? Alright, yeah, let's just go down, I guess. And we get over it kind of in the middle of it, and then, man, look at all that stuff. It looks so cool. Anyway. Yeah, let's turn off flying and see where I come down. Oh, wow, I was not where I thought I was. Alright, well, there's Bill and his lousy sense of direction and spatial awareness stuff. Okay, so right, so here's that cave thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to make from about, that goes down there, doesn't it? Let's walk over here. Okay. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, let's go back over this way here. Okay, so I'm thinking, don't want the flower, I don't care about the flower. So I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to come over to here. Let's just fly again. Let's do this. Let me get the blocks. There we go. I think this is going to be an interior wall. Okay, from there, I guess. That's the thing I just realized. If I build from far away to close to me, it's easier than from close to me to far away, right? You know what I mean? I don't have to move as much. It doesn't seem like. Okay, there we go. Oops. Well, then you mess up, right? There we go. Alright. Because I think what I'm going to do is have this be kind of an outside area, but I'm going to have, there'll be a structural overhang over the cave thing here, and there'll be sort of atrium-ish kind of thing, I think. I don't know. That's kind of, anyway, so I'm going to put this wall here, and I'm going to want to way into there, aren't I? So do I want the entrance over here? Or the entrance like right here? Let's make it like right here. Doink. Okay, so I'll start there. Alright, let's... Right? Does that seem good? Yeah, that's fine. Right? So what I want on the other side of this wall before it goes outside. Do I want to pave all of this interiorly? You know what I mean? I think I probably do. I'm just thinking, do I want to have it be the same silver sandstone, or do I want to look for a different... What do they call these things? I don't even remember. I don't think they call them pavers. What do they call these? Oh, never mind. It won't show me here. I have to go into here, right? What do they call this? Slab. That's what they call it. Okay. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to leave that alone just for the moment. And this is going to go away. I don't want that guy there. Alright. Now let's go back to this guy. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let me go just a bit. And there's another course. And, I think I'll make this like tall. So this will be like the first story, and I'm going to make it be big. Okay, now let's do these over here. Oops, wrong button, Bill. Okay. Here we go. And that's the farthest one I can do from here. So that's 2 of those, right? So this will be 3. And I think this is 4. Right? Are they, well, hang on, let me get over here. Maybe I miscounted. I did, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I totally miscounted. I thought I only made that 4 tall. Well, it's going to be taller than I was thinking. Oops. That'll probably be a covered area, but I want it to be not there, right? Alright, hang on, wrong thing. Alright, there we go. And let's go over here, I guess. Boink, boink, boink. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, that seems to be as far as I can get from there. And we'll go like that. Oops, again. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. The trash men are going by. Sorry about that. How loud is it? Okay, it doesn't seem to be showing up that badly, so I probably won't even have to edit it out. Well, we'll find out. Okay. Let's go over here. And ding, 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 ding. And here we go, all the way up. Wait a minute. Okay, it looked kind of weird there for a second, like I hadn't lined it up quite right. Alright, let's get over here. Now I think that's a wall, right? Now how will that do meeting that one over there? We'll find out. Do I want to have these here? I don't know. What was I just leave those errantly, I think. There we go. Let's go get that one too. Can I reach it? Nope. Not quite. There we go. I think this is one too I can get rid of. Okay. You know, here, let me put a lamp here. There we go. And, okay. Up still too far away. Here we go. No. Oh, you know why I miscounted. Because I was counting 4 from this and not 4 from the ground. That's what I did, isn't it? You know, one thing I'm thinking of doing, actually I've decided I'm going to do, it's just a matter of when, because it's, you know, an expenditure of money and, you know, all that kind of thing. I'm going to buy a Lego set, and occasionally I'll build stuff with the Lego set that's, you know, I don't know, sort of thematically similar to the nonsense I build in this world, right? I mean, I just think that might be amusing. And it'll give me some more ASMR-ish stuff to do with, you know, the way that the Legos click together and all that kind of thing. Now, I don't know whether to keep this height steady for this first layer, the manor, or whether it should go up and down. You know, I'm going to fly over here. Let's see what I'm doing over here. Also, the other thing is that I've just realized that as big as this is going to get, I wonder how they've done the physics for this game in the sense of, like, will I have to put pillars in large spans of roofs, or does it just, you know, it doesn't matter, you just do it. Alright, let's do that. I guess I'm not close enough. There. Okay. How tall is that? That goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that'll work, because I think, right, because this is 1 and then 4 above it, right? Okay, I'm already here. Let's just start from here. And yeah, I'm going to do, I'll just make it be that this whole first outer wall, at least to start with, just goes like this. I don't know if I'll probably go higher than this too, but just for now. Because I'll probably put maybe even a different kind of stone around for the roof. Now I gotta remember, I'm gonna have this weird entryway thing over here. Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not sure what to do with that just yet. Let's just build this wall and then just go from there. And see what we get. How many of you got, which is your favorite of the, for those of you who enjoy or even get ASMR from the game sounds, which one is your favorite? Do you like the walking on grass, walking on gravel or sand or snow? I mean, I haven't been to snow in a long time. Actually, I haven't been to snow since I upgraded from the older version of Minetest to this one where they call it Luanti. And I couldn't figure out how to bring my old game from it, you know what I mean? So I had to kind of just start over. That's alright. Anyway, I don't think I've been to snow since I made that switch. So, what are we doing here, Bill? You're building a wall. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was just thinking of Bob Ross, just popped into my mind for, so, those of you who don't know Bob Ross is, shame on you. He's the guy that used to do a painting show on NPR, or not NPR, that's radio, PBS, thank you. My brain just, anyway. And he's like kind of the granddaddy ASMR guy. I used to watch him pretty religiously back when, well, you know, until I found, when did I find? I think it was around like 2010-ish, maybe a little earlier than that, I'm not 100% sure, when I first started watching whisper videos. And it feels like it was earlier than that, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, but until then, I thought I was the only person that got tingles from anything like, you know, whispering or noises or any of that. I just didn't realize there was any of us out there that it was other than me. But anyway, so if you get tingles from any of the game sounds, which is your favorite? Or maybe, you know, some of them don't work. Also, let me know, of course, I know I've already asked, but I'll just, you know, reiterate. Let me know if I've got the volume balances good. I'm going to have to figure out well, it's not figure out, I'll have to make notes of preamp dial settings, and because it's you know, it's fairly inexpensive. Well, it's not fairly, it's pretty inexpensive. It's cheap, my audio interface. And so there is no digital control of input or anything like that. It's just hand cranked pots, potentiometers, right? Oops, let's go get that right now. Get out of there, dude. Okay, and let's go back to you, and ding, 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 ding. Because I kind of go back and forth on whether or not I like the thuddy noise that happens when I put bricks down, or blocks, or whatever you want to call them. Like today I'm enjoying it, but sometimes it's not that I don't like it, it's just that it doesn't do anything for me in the, you know, and like when I'm doing this I don't really get tingles, but I can tell, like, if I went back and listened to it without being the guy who's making it, that I would, you know. Does that make sense? Okay, now let's go over here. Let me admire my handiwork for a minute. All right. Is that tall enough for my first story? Yeah, because it's going to get taller as farther down we go, isn't it? But again, I haven't decided if I want to do what I want to do with this when we come in thing. All right, I'm going to go over here. I'll build let's just continue on building the wall, and that'll probably be it. I don't know that I'll do much more than add on to my structure here. And away we go. Yeah, it reminded me of when I was a kid. My mom's dad, so my grandfather, but maternal grandfather, whenever he was taking my sister and I someplace like to the beach or, to go out or, well, any kind of thing where grandpa's taking you out to have fun or whatever, he would always go, "Off we go like a herd of turtles." I have no idea where that came from. I never heard it from anybody other than him, and to this day I haven't. So I don't know where he got it or how it came into existence, but it amuses me. Off we go like a herd of turtles. I remember as a kid just being really confused. It would amuse me, but I was just like, oh, well, that's so silly because turtles don't have herds, do they? And my grandfather would just kind of laugh and go, yeah. Anyway, oops, block. Here we go. There we go. Let's go over here now. And let's go like this. Alright, let's just keep going here. Oops, there we go. There we go, and this. Okay, here we go. Up, 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 up. Alright, nope, we want that still. Let's back up a bit. Here we are. There we go. Oops. I wanted to click S, dude, not W. Alright, there we go. I have to keep doing that. Let's come back. Alright, let's come back some more. And we'll do this, do this, do this. Plus, I wonder how many of you are still awake, I know, let's see, what time is it getting to be? It's almost 20, an hour, and it says an hour and 18 now, so I'll just keep going for a little bit. But I'm going to try and think of another. I like coming up with these bonus words for the end. I don't know, it seems like it's a playful thing to do for those of you who actually watch all the way to the end. And I also, my own weird little, I don't know, self-interest sort of way. The idea is that maybe it'll encourage people to watch all the way to the end. If they want to participate in what's the secret word today? I mean, it's just silly, but again, find joy in your amusement, man. Oops. Oops. Now I clicked the S instead of the W. If it's not one thing, it's another. There's a nice trivia question. Does anybody know where I got that from? And if you know, because it's from a specific person, and if you know the specific person, can you name their spouse? That's a good bit of, I'm certain there's going to be somebody in my viewership that will know exactly who and what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I'm going to stop at this corner. Can I get one in there? Nope. Alright, let's take that out. Take this one off for a minute. Alright, now let's go back to this up to here. Let's do this up to here. Alright, now let's go over here. Alright, and then now let's kill the flying. Now I just kind of want to look around at my handiwork. What a great craftsman I am. Right, so I'm thinking... See, I'm not at all certain what to do with this over here. Right, because you're going to come up. Let me go back out this way. And let's just come in. Like, what would be cool to see? You know, I think I'm going to put more plants there too. How high can I stack these? Or can I even, wonder what it looks like if I stack those. I'll check that in a minute. I like having, you know what I mean? The whole gardening thing has me, in my real life, has me kind of going, yay gardening, yay plants. Man, yeah, I like this. So here's this sort of brick, and then there's that dirt, earth, and whatever. Gives this sort of weirdly, I don't know if rustic is quite the right word, but you come in here. Now you're actually in the castle. There's not been a secure gate or anything. I'm going to stop thinking of it as a castle, more of a manor, because I'm not going to have anything super hardcore security kind of thing. I might build some kind of structure like that elsewhere, but for this one I think I'm just going to make it be a big manor. Alright, so when you come in here, there should be just this nice big area here. And I would like it to go in, you know, so I think what I'm going to do, let's come over here. I think I'm going to have this wall, let's extend this wall that way. Do I want to do that today? What is it? It's almost, yeah, let's do this wall here. And we'll see what that looks like, and then, oops. Oh, again, alright, I have to take that out. Okay, here we go. Let's turn around. Alright. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to this guy. You're going to let me fly again because it's easier for me to... Alright. And like this. And let's go up a little bit here. Let's keep that map. That was fun. Just standing straight over it like that kind of thing. That's good. There we go. I like that. Why is my trackball being weird? It's like it doesn't want to roll in a particular direction. It's kind of annoying me. Alright, let's go this way. Alright, now how far in do I want this thing to exist? Now let's take that out, because I'm not sure I want it to come that far. Yeah, you know, I'll have it stop. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know what I'm going to do over here just yet, so let's go back in over here. Actually, no, here, let's fly over here. Now, should I have lighting in this entryway? Let's come down. Boink. Okay. Okay. Oops, did I not turn off the lighting? Okay, there we go. I thought I had already. Alright. I think I do want to put a lamp in here. Let's put it in this corner. Is that all the way up? Here, yep, that's all the way up. Okay. Okay, I like that. Let's put another one over here in this corner. Like there. Now I like that. Okay. So you come in. All right, let me go back out. How is it from out here when you're looking in? Yeah, I like that. And you come in here and you go like this. And then you have this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave that be for a bit, I think. And I'm not sure what else I want to do. Let's walk over there anyway, just for... let's turn off flying again. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to make this wall do this all the way. And then I'll call it done for today. Because it doesn't really seem to take me all that long to build the walls, really, so. And let's go up again. And let's do that guy. And this, like this. Oops. Let me go over there. I think I placed that in a weird way. Let's get you out of there, please. Alright, now let's go back to this one. And here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, and then now. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, this is getting kind of dim. Let me put a lamp here. Alright, there we go. And now let's go back to the block. Alright. Oh, you know, I just realized I'm not putting any windows anywhere, so I'm going to have to think about that. Maybe, I can always make holes later. So let's go up a bit. Let's switch back from this guy. Oops. There we go. Let's go over here. Dirt, 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 dirt. Although I could also do where there's like skylights, right? So it could have natural light. But then there'd be no, you wouldn't have any views from the first floor. I might do that. And then if you need views, you have to go up to one of the upper stories. Because I wonder, how tall do I want to make this thing? So I don't, you know, I'm going to assume that there's no limit to the number of bricks and things I can use, you know what I mean? That would be silly if there were, wouldn't it? In it. The voice of Paul Chowdhury just come in my head there for a second. In it. I mean, I can't do the accent, but he cracks me up. Dave. Anyway. Are there any other Paul Chowdhury fans in the... Oops, I'm too far away. There we go. Yeah, see, this is getting tall, isn't it? Well, I mean, comparatively to the... Oh, I guess I have to go down a bit. Okay. And up, 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 and away. In my beautiful balloon. I think that's how it goes. I haven't heard that song since I was a kid. Let's go this way. I think I'll have to move into the inside of the... And here we go. this way. And actually, let's come inside here and do it from in here. Hey, all right. Oops, still down. Come down a bit. There we go. Oh, not. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, let's come this way a little bit. And bang, boing. Okay, and then yeah, let's go this way. I don't know why I like switching up between horizontal and vertical course laying. I don't know. Although I don't know, you wouldn't call a vertical stack a course, would you? If you were, I mean, does anybody do masonry? I mean, for a living kind of thing. I mean, I've done nonsense, you know, like around the house, because my dad has always been a bit of a DIY guy kind of thing. And let's go this way. There we go. Not that I've done anything terribly, you know, sophisticated or anything like that, but like I helped him put a retaining wall around the front yard, because man, I think it was because somebody hit it. Their car, because it's we live on a hill, so our front yard is a little raised from the sidewalk, and there's this, I don't know what, about not quite 3 feet tall. Okay, let's go back this way and but I can't imagine that you would really lay bricks this way in the real world, you know? Doesn't seem to be. I mean, I've only ever seen people do it horizontally, you know, with, anyway. Okay, let's come this way. Well, I'm almost done with the exterior wall of the first level. Oops. Oh, those should all go up more too, shouldn't they? Oh, we'll get that taken care of here in a second. Okay, let's go this way. Alright, let's go over here. And now let's stop flying. And let's admire my fine construction efforts here, yeah. Okay, I wonder. Alright, I'm going to fly for a quick sec. to find a thumbnail. Do I want to find the thumbnail now, or do I want to just come back in after I edit and find one then? Yeah, here, let me come over here. Maybe that'd be a cool thing I can get. That'll have part of the structure in it. Yeah, here I'm going to fly over this way and see what it looks like if I do it from here. Now let's go over here more. That stuff's getting too misty in the background. You know, I'll come back in later because I'm not seeing anything that strikes my fancy, so I don't know, I kind of like those trees. I'm never sure what's going to make a good thumbnail. You know, a lot of times I make one and I think it looks good, and then I don't know. And then I've done some where I just kind of phoned it in just because I was in a hurry, and then I'd have people say, "Wow, that's a great thumbnail." I was like, "Really? Okay, cool, thanks, I guess." Anyway, you know what? I'm going to call that done. I am just a little bit over an hour and a half, and I don't think I have to edit out much of anything, if anything. Yeah, okay, so let me switch into going from the other bit here into there. And here, let me do this. Okay, so I guess that's it for today's episode of Minetest Monday. Again, I'm going to remind all of you who have made it this far that as of, well, recording this, the first Minetest Monday live is going to be in a couple of weeks, I guess, what, 3 or 4 weeks, to August 11th, 4 p.m. So if you're way in the future, then that's kind of just silly information, isn't it? But, you know, if you're watching this as it's released and up until August 11th, you know, there you go. So come check out Minetest Monday Live, August 11th. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm uninspired about a word, so what will I do? Okay, it's going to be a phrase. It was 2 words. It's a thing. Lazy Susan. You know, the thing that you put stuff on and it spins around, right? So lazy, L-A-Z-Y. Second word, Susan, like a human's name, S-U-S-A-N. So lazy Susan is today's magic word. If you're the first one to reply in a comment something about lazy Susan, then you will get pinned. We'll pin ya. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you found what you were looking for when you came here, and aloha, siblings.